Hi, I'm meteorologist Ross Whitley. We're starting things off with our watches and warnings and our special coverage here. We're giving you all the information all day long. As soon as it comes to us, we're passing it on to you so that you can stay safe during this storm. We are under a hurricane warning that goes until further notice. If you see yourself highlighted in any of these counties, likely that means if you live in the Panhandle and you're watching this right now, you are under a hurricane warning, meaning hurricane conditions will be likely within the next 24 hours as this storm does approach. We're also under a flash flood watch. We're expecting 7 to 14 inches of rain, and some models are indicating that this rain could fall in less than 6 hours. That will lead to flash flooding. Overall river flooding, not a huge concern at this point in time because many of our rivers are running below normal for this time of year. So that's good news that overall river flooding, unlike what we saw in North Carolina with Florence, isn't really going to be an issue here. Our Viper Live radar at the moment showing a few showers out there moving from Tallahassee along I-10 Marianna, but they're light, and we do have some gusty winds, and we have some consistent wind around 15 to 20 miles per hour, and we're well away from this storm, but it's only going to be getting closer, and we're only going to see conditions going downhill. Now using visible satellite here, showing a very healthy storm moving off to the north at 12 miles per hour. We're waiting the latest update, but you can see that convection is really wrapping itself right around that eye wall as it continues to move off to the north toward our area at about 12 miles per hour. Now a maximum winds at 110 miles per hour around the center, gust up to 130, and the minimum pressure at 965. What we're expecting as far as storm impacts go, not everyone is going to see this, but some people will see all of these. And in those cases, you're probably in a place where they told you to evacuate. A Category 3 storm, very nearly a Category 4 hurricane, is forecasted to come on shore as we go throughout the day tomorrow. 10 to 14 inches of rain are very potential, likely flash flooding being the biggest risk with our rainfall. Storm surge through Franklin and Gulf County as well as parts of Bay County could see as high as 7 to 12 feet. Now, Bay County is expected to see at least 6 to 9 feet, and as early as overnight tonight, we'll be talking about isolated tornadoes. As thunderstorms start to rotate in around this system, we're going to start to see tornado warnings. If a tornado warning happens in your area, you need to act as if that tornado is imminent, because most of the time with tropical systems, tornadoes are warned because they're already on the ground. Somebody is calling it in saying, hey, I'm looking at a tornado, and by the time we're even able to jump on it and tell you about it, it's usually dissipated. So that means that it happens very quickly and then dissipates very quickly. So you need to act immediately. If it goes under a warning, it's likely that it's already on the ground. The most impactful thing we're going to see across the area through the duration of this storm is down trees, down power lines, and old structures failing from wind speed, and really just stuff that's being thrown through the air causing damage that's going to lead through widespread power outages. I expect widespread power outages, not just along the coastline, not just in Bay County, but as you go into Holmes County, Washington County, Jackson County, Franklin County, Gulf County. All of our counties are going to experience at least tropical storm force winds. That's 45 mile per hour winds or greater. Through the duration of this storm, you're going to experience at least tropical storm force winds because they extend out away from the center over 200 miles at this point in time. Hurricane force winds extending 40 miles at this point in time from the center. So you do not need the eye wall to go over you for you to feel impacts from this system. Looking at the National Hurricane Center's track here, likely to be a 125 mile per hour Category 3 storm as it nears landfall early tomorrow morning. That's just 5 mile per hour below a Category 4 storm. And then moving inland quickly, notice that Dothan, just south of Albany, we're still forecasting a Category 1 hurricane at that point in time. So many places inland are going to experience Category 1 wind speeds or greater. Gust at that point in time could still be over 100 miles per hour well inland. We're going to see extensive tree damage, probably through parts of Georgia and even into South Carolina as this thing does zip off quickly off to the north and east. That's the good news. It's not going to be with us for very long. If you're wondering where this thing's going to make landfall, wonder no more, because all of the models are pretty much in agreement that we're going to be either in northern Gulf County or Bay County. That's where this thing is likely going to make landfall, and far west as western Bay County, but still Bay County. So we're going to be impacted by this storm. It's not going to be a miss. It's going to be a direct hit probably into Bay County. So if you haven't left and you're in those evacuation zones, you need to leave right now. You need to heed those warnings because they put you under the evacuation zone for a reason, and that reason is to save your life and save your future down the road. So if you aren't heeding those warnings, an evacuation zone, you need to do so now. We're not underestimating the storm. We're not trying to scare you. We're just letting you know that this is going to be a very significant impact to the area, and you need to take those warnings very, very seriously. Storm surge also life-threatening in many locations as we look at through Franklin County back up to St. Marks, Apalachicola, looking at anywhere from 9 to 12 feet of storm surge. Right along from Destin down to Mexico Beach, 6 to 9 feet of storm surge. As far away as Pensacola, still looking at 3 to 6 feet of storm surge. This is going to be water above ground, not where the water level is rising to 6 feet. This is water inundation above ground. So that could be 9 feet of water inundation above ground thanks to storm surge moving inland. You can follow along with us all day long. We're going to be giving you information any way we possibly can. You can get that through our WMBB Viper weather app on the App Store or Google Play. You can follow all of our meteorologists here, myself, Justin, and Sam. We're going to be giving you any kind of information throughout the day. We're not leaving. We're staying at the station as long as we need to through the duration of this storm to give you the information that will keep you safe. You can also find information on mypanhandle.com. That is our WMBB website for you to get your information. Mypanhandle.com. You can go on there, follow the WMBB TV Facebook page. You're likely already doing so. That's where this is being posted and going live to right now. So we're going to continue to give you updates any way we can all day long to keep you safe and informed through this storm.